I believe I saw the other day, he's a billionaire. And he's playing on the second night of a back-to-back at 40 after 22 years with every frickin' record and every accolade. And the kids will say that I'm glazing him. He's one of the greatest competitors.
Can confirm that is what the kids say. But in all seriousness, for whatever reason, the Denver Nuggets have had the Lakers' number over the last 3 years. Perk, I need a percentage chance.
20.
That the Lakers can get this done?
Yeah, 20% chance. Look, I'm not high on them beating the Lakers, right? They needed to address the issue. The Mark Williams trade fell through. What do the Nuggets have outside of Jokic? They have Aaron Gordon, the guy that you just interviewed who plays grown man basketball inside as well with that connection. Again, I just don't see them getting it done. Jamal Murray has elevated his game to another level this second part of the season. So, again, I give him a 20% chance, and that's solely because of the big three, Austin Reeves, Braun, and Luka.
Austin Reeves in a big...
Yeah, he averaging 19.
I think I just have to take my earpiece out on that. Yeah. Well, it's time now for our NBA Today Big Three, the best plays of last night. At number 3, Perk, let's give the 76ers some love here.
Wow.
Paul George, the 76ers hosting the Celtics, putting Sam Hauser on some skates there.
2 hops this time.
You said why?
Slide to the right.
Cha-cha now, y'all. Number 2, Mr. Windhorst, it's Paolo Banchero, the Magic taking on the Hawks here. He's always got some slam up his sleeve.
Oh, was that legal? That's the old gather. I'm sorry, that's the old gather.
Just when you don't know if Wendy's mic is on, he comes in with something like that. Number 1 play, though, Kyle Kuzma. The Bucks hosting the Clippers here. The final seconds of the first quarter, Kuzma double clutch and hits the half-court shot.
Yeah, hey, give it a chance. I remember when some guys used to hold the ball because they didn't want to mess up their percentage. Not Kyle Kuzma. He's happy to be in a winning organization.
55-foot shot there. Now to the best play in all of sports last night, our electric moment brought to us by Hyundai. Thursday night, it was the final of the four-nation face-off in Boston. It took overtime to settle this rematch between the United States and Canada. The 2-2 tie was broken when Mitch Marner fed Connor McDavid for the snapshot goal to defeat Team USA, take home the first ever Four Nations Cup. This was the first season the NHL replaced their All-Star game with this event. So here's how the tournament worked, right? 4 teams, each team playing 3 games, and then the top 2 teams in points met in the final. So this year that was Canada and the United States. The nations decided in the tournament were selected by the NHL. So since this happened, millions of people watch this. Everyone's super excited about it, and rightfully so. There's been this conversation, Brian, about should the NBA entertain bringing elements of the NHL idea to improve All-Star Weekend. And I love your thoughts on this subject. Sir, you have the floor.
Number 1, congratulations to the NHL. It was a terrific event. Why does the NHL's success have to be called the NBA's failures, which I've seen repeatedly over the last few days? Why does that have to be? What does one have to do with the other? That's 1. Number 2, while this was a great event, they are not having it next year. Next year, they are the Olympics in Milan. I read a report today that said the NHL said they will not hold it in 27 or 29, and in 28, there's going to be the Hockey World Cup, so they're not having it. So this was the last one of these for the decade. Congratulations. It was great, but it's not like the NHL has now got an annual event. Number 3, it's an in-season tournament. You're talking about how inventive it is and everything. It's an in-season tournament. The NBA had an in-season tournament first. The NBA stole that idea too, but it's an in-season tournament. Now, it's an effective in-season tournament because it's countries, and maybe the NBA should look at that. But the idea that the NBA is getting put down and denigrated because of a great thing the NHL did, I don't get it, and I don't think it's fair, and I'm not going to participate in it.
Give Brian a pan and some grease and let that man cook. Brian Windhorst, it's Friday, so let's have some fun. It's our hit game, Who Said That? We're going to take a look at quotes that caught our attention and ask our esteemed contestants who said that. Here are the current standings. With Danny Green, I don't think you get to be in the lead with 3 for 3. Perk, 11 of 14, that's what I'm talking about. But Brian, you're leading us off today. Who said this? Growing up, my family always called me Big Head. They don't really call me that anymore. I was bullied a lot growing up. Was it Steven Adams? Was it Brooke Lopez? Or was it Jalen Brunson?
Did you know Steven Adams had 17 brothers and sisters?
I did
I'm going to
know
go with
that.
Steve. He was also the youngest, so I bet he got bullied.
All right, was it Steven Adams? Oh!
Family growing up
I'm on a
always called
losing
me Big
streak,
Head. They
Malika.
don't really call me that anymore. Yeah, I was bullied a lot growing up.
It was sound logic, though, Mr. Windhorst. I'm so sorry.
And I never noticed Jalen Brunson do got a
We're going to have to
melon
regroup.
up.
Well, Perk, who said this after his first game back from the All-Star break? It's one of those games you just have to get your neurotransmitters going. Just get back into things. Jared Allen, Kyle Kuzma, or Jaylen Brown talking about those neurotransmitters?
Well, I will say this
I
is
wanna
not
say
a Kyle.
something, but I
this
won't.
is not a Kyle Kuzma type saying. So
That's what I was gonna say.
It's either going to be Jared Allen or Jaylen Brown.
And it is?
Something telling me to lean towards Jared Allen.
Is it Jared Allen talking about
There we
those
go.
neurotransmitters?
Yeah, Perk, that's what I would have
It's
done
one
too,
of those
man.
games you just got to get your neurotransmitters going. You know, just get back into things and just get back into the swing of things.
Who says that?
That's Jared Allen.
Enjoy first place,
All
buddy.
right, last one to get your neurotransmitters firing on this Friday. Who said this about being asked his dream one-on-one opponent? Everybody, I'm not ducking any smoke. Ant, Kyrie, Devin Booker.
We haven't heard from D-Book. Kyrie wouldn't say that. I'm going with Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, was it Anthony Edwards?
Same.
What?
Same.
Oh,
Oh.
Kyrie Irving.
Wow. Have
You
a good
want
weekend.
puppy? You want a big dog. He's not ducking any smoke.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 on the history.